Hello, everyone. Welcome to Living with Intention Live. I'm April Wyatt, for those of you who do not know me. And I'm really glad that you're here today. I am. But before we go any further, I want to name something that feels really important to just say right now that yes, living with intention is what I do. It is everything about me. And this Bali retreat holds a very special place in my heart. And that is no coincidence, right? It really reflects on how I connect with others, the intention I put into my work, into the spaces that I create with others. And it's more about, the aesthetics of the environment, how people are going to receive, how people are going to be immersed in this retreat, and the beautiful shares that will unfold organically. That's the key right there. And it's because of the intention that we put into it and the content that Brian and Tony and I bring forward, right? It brings everybody together. And this all shapes that beautiful container of this retreat. And when everybody feels safe, then biologically, naturally, our nervous system relaxes, right? It settles and we begin to open and receive more of ourselves in the meantime. So I want to bring up the two amazing souls that I have the privilege to host with Antonia and Brian. Thank you so much for being here with me today, friends. It's just no coincidence that we're working together with this retreat. And first, I want, for people who aren't familiar with you, Brian, I just want to describe a little bit about who you are, not what you do.
No.
But seriously, who you are. You really bring in that steady, grounded presence into any of your work, and you have that way of seeing through your heart, and people immediately connect with that because that's that safe space that you hold, right? You have that beautiful, calm confidence, and that really helps for people to soften, for people to feel that they're able to express themselves. And you have that wonderful way of just holding space for others, and the practices that we are going to be sharing in this retreat. And for those that don't know Antonia, or Tony, we call you, you bring that gentle strength for our retreat, as your kitty is meowing in the background. And that's that warmth that people feel immediately from you, Tony. And the first time I met you, that was what attracted me to you. It was like, there's something more to Tony. And, you have that gift of really helping others connect with themselves in your own practices, such as Reiki. And also as you're dabbling into the biodynamic breath work, right? You listen a little deeply, right? You have that authentic way of just stepping back and listening without trying to fix anyone. And that's the beauty of your gifts, my friend, as I've witnessed about you. So this is the intentionality, right, of each of us when we bring forward this culmination of this retreat. This is the behind the scenes that people don't usually get to see, right? Some people just sign up for retreats. They kind of read the bio of the people that are hosting the retreat. Oh, it's at this place and everything. We want to make sure that people understand the amazing container of intentionality that we're bringing forward with this retreat. And I'm so grateful, really, to be on this journey with you both. It's just phenomenal as we're working through the dynamics behind the scenes of launching different things, of creating different experiences for our guests, and even just the things that take some time of the behind the scenes. It's just nice to have this wonderful partnership, and really, truly, it's a lot of gratitude to have you both with me on this journey.
Go ahead, Tony.
Oh, thank you, April. You are so kind.
Yes, we have, and as I'm sharing, we have Victoria, who is also was on one of my live shows. She immediately signed up for this Bali retreat because Victoria was just wanting to have that experience. And Victoria, we're so happy to have you here. If you want to just chime into your why you said yes to yourself, that would be great too. Excuse me. So as we're going into this and we're sharing about this transformational experiences that we're really grooming, and we're putting our intention into that, I'm just curious, as we're sitting here, friends, thinking about it, when we're preparing and envisioning this retreat happening, what have you noticed within yourself, shifts that's come up for you as we're doing the work to get this together? We're also, right, shifting and witnessing things coming up for us. Brian, what do you have any shares about that?
Oh yeah, deeply. So I grew up on a farm, right? And there is a different aspect ratio to everything you do. There is nothing done without intention, right? It's all based in that, and you sometimes hyper focus on the outcome. And so this weekend I'm on a miniature retreat. I'm learning new meditations. I'm sharing meditations that I'm well versed in, giving breathwork session, and I guess I need to know what I'm doing before I can offer it. Like, I need to know the 50 different other variables. I need to be so well, and it's not even a confidence thing. I want to take care of who I'm with. I want them to receive the level of care, trust, and safety that I need. And so my protective measures that go into the people that trust me are, I just haven't found it very much in this world. And it used to sadden me a little bit. But I always relate it back to a farm, right? I mean, you plant a seed, you don't walk away. You might give it time, but then you anticipate the 3 million disasters that'll happen that year. Army worms, drought, too much rain, wind. And so each storm comes and we're there. And I don't know, I carry that through with everything. I guess I identify more as a parent first. My girls are very important to me. I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old. And taking time out like this weekend is pretty important to develop that resource, to tap back in, to learn and teach. And yeah, I sometimes miss that a little bit. I don't step into my own self-care because I'm hyper focused on protecting and taking care of my tribe, my group, my community, you, us, we. So I noticed that, and I'm really thankful for this little break that I've gotten these next 2 weeks before the BBTRS training that I'm headed to in Tulum.
Yes, it's in it, just as you said, like being in that farm setting, planting those seeds and cultivating it's so important. As you said, we can only support what we've experienced. And I think it's so important for everyone to hear that the intentionality of this retreat is to give those deeper experiences because we've gone there and been there as you're heading to Tulum. And I know that, Tony, you're going with Brian, and that's exciting. Yeah. What do you have to share about things that have been shaking loose for you or kind of solidifying as we're preparing this amazing retreat for others?
Great question. I'm excited about, just co-creating the space with you guys. The excitement that we experience with all of the participants when we have the discovery calls, there's this curiosity or willingness or release that people experience when we converse with them. And everybody is going for their own, personal reasons, but then we're going to get there and everybody's going to experience this week together. And so, this time being on the support side of things rather than a participant, I'm a person that likes to bring people together and see bonds form. And I'm really excited to see how that plays out with this group of people that we have coming with us. So that's kind of what I think about as I sit in on these discovery calls with you guys, and we chat about the participants that are going to be there with us. I'm curious, are my assumptions correct? Who I think might get along, and what bonds will be formed and things like that. But that's kind of what I think about in passing when we're not planning and doing all the important things in the background. I'm curious, like, who's going to come away with this with new friends?
And it is because we create a community of support. We really do. And that's the magic of it. People might think, oh, I don't know anybody, or I only know Brian or Tony or April. And, I'm a little nervous about, sharing a room with a stranger. But I want everybody to hear that they are like-minded people that are showing up. It is a very special group of people that are saying yes, that they want to receive more of themselves. They want to unplug, just shed the layers of tension, let all that BS, the belief systems, things of that nature go, so that way you can just feel alive again. I mean, I think that's what everybody wants. Wouldn't you agree? Just to feel alive again, have that remembering of who we are underneath all the noise.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just got done giving a breath session, and I've known this fellow practitioner for years, and she's been resistant because it's powerful. She knew it was going to be strong inherently, and I think that our participants feel that. They know that. They might not know how effective it is, but they will. And the experience level that we're bringing is not, I saw one, I'm doing one. That is a good way to start. That's just not where we are. We offer something considerably different. We've seen, done, been through all the different things that come out of breath work, all the different things that come out of these very pivotal, proven techniques. And they can be a lot. I mean, I've worked in emergency medicine for 20 years, not as a doctor, but I've worked in ERs, in medical imaging. I've got to see a lot of different things. And I haven't seen a lot in a hospital that would equate to the effects over the very short period of time that what we do does. That's not a bold statement. That is strictly fact. I don't make bold statements that I can't back up with hundreds or thousands of interactions. So yeah, I'm so confident in that. I'm so excited for this. I love to blend the people on the first day gently, and then just listen on the last day.
Mm-hmm.
It is so amazing. It's such a gift. It's such an honor.
It truly is. It is. And it just, even Bali itself, I think that is the big reason why, is because of the space. The retreat center, for those who haven't listened in past live shows that we've done, it's built on the northern shore of Bali. It's a place that's very secluded. It's away from Ubud. A lot of people say, "Oh, Bali, it's over commercialized now." No, we're far away from that, and the ocean is right there, and it's just a beautiful, peaceful place to just tune in and relax, and that's the intention of it as well. And so, if anybody is curious about that, I do have the link with livingwithintention.co/Bali if you want to learn more about all the details. But here we're talking today about the intentionality and how that creates such a special place for that retreat. And that way you have questions. If you have any questions, please ask us here live, or you can email me, of course, or Tony or Brian. But we're here right now live, and I know there's people watching. I can see the little thing that's like 6 people are watching right now. So even if you just want to say hi, say hi. We are also over halfway booked. So we only have 7 spots left for this. And we are so excited about that because, there's still time, right? It's October 10th through the 17th. And as we are going through these months, we are setting our intentions for different types of experiences. Those who have joined us in the past, there's 3 people that are returning that have been in past the other Bali retreat that we had back in November 2024. And so we're switching it up a little bit, creating more depth, a little bit more flavor. So it's just not just recycling. I don't want to recycle the same thing. Giving more depth and more experiences to what we're offering to our guests is so important. And holding that space with integrity, for sure. We have
April.
Yes.
So when you were thinking about Bali and thinking about the timing, how did your actionable intentions come to fruition?
That's a great question. And I'm trying to respond to Nancy here, who chimed in. I appreciate you, Nancy. Yes. Trauma and therapy with breath work is very powerful. And I'm just curious to hear about your experience with that, Nancy. So thank you for tuning in with us. And with this retreat, I think, if I'm remembering what your question was, my intentionality and
your actionable intentions. You did quite a few things to narrow down the time, the space, the season.
Weather. Yes, the new moon. Yeah,
the global climate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Bali's pretty safe place.
It is.
Of all the things in our world right now, Bali is maintaining safe, and that feels
very safe. Yes. And I want to say that energetically too, for those who follow, excuse me, astrology, I had my astrologist tune in and map it out of the date of the different dates, because we had a sliding scale. We were looking at 3 different dates, 3 different times, and it came down to this because of the new moon. So new moon is about welcoming in new things, resetting, being in that space of just receiving more of ourselves too. It's dark, right? There's no moonlight, so you kind of have to go within and see those parts and allow it to just settle there. and also the energy too of the new moon. So you don't have to know astrology or anything to join us at all, but that's part of the intentionality of this retreat. And Brian, you were there first. You were part of BBTRS, the biodynamic breathwork and trauma release system that we're both certified in. You helped facilitate breathwork training there with Giten Tonkov, who is the founder of BBTRS. And you said, this is an amazing space and it's so beautiful and everything about it is so pure, from the people to the food to the location. And so that's when I said, let's do it. Let's do the retreat there. Yeah.
I remember that. That freaked me out, April. I did not expect that from you.
Oh, and it
You
was
were
when you
feeling
were
it?
at my Reiki training. You were at
Yeah.
the Reiki training, and I said, we're going to do it.
Yeah, you
And
did.
then
You were very like, this is going to happen. Yep. I was like, well,
so
I am
this is
ready to
this
go
is
back, just not right now, because that flight is long.
yes.
But
Yes.
yeah.
And that's also part of it too. We want everybody to know that that's part of the process, part of the journey, and to make sure you arrive days, at least 2 days, if not 24 hours before the start of the retreat, to give yourself that space to acclimate, to get settled. Yeah, Tony, how was that for you when you first showed up, that acclimating to the space of the retreat? Can you just kind of give us some insight to that as people are tuning in?
Yeah, the travel was long. It was long. But, we, several of us traveled together and, you helped coordinate that to make sure that if people didn't want to travel alone, that they didn't have to. So knowing that, yeah, maybe you're going that far, but somebody is going to be there with you is really helpful. And, a layover is an opportunity to take a shower and refresh yourself.
Yes.
So take advantage if you, can get a little longer layover. Sometimes it's worth it to stretch your legs and get some food and take a shower.
Yes.
But then once we got there, again, it's kind of far across the island from the airport to the resort, but well worth every minute of it. And I'm pretty fortunate when I've traveled to different places, I acclimate pretty well because I can sleep on an airplane. So if you can or have a way to help you sleep on the airplane, that helps. But you're in a gorgeous place. So when you wake up and the light is breaking over the ocean and you're just immediately energized, you can feel the energy on the resort before the group even gets started, and you want to get up and you want to be a part of it. And there's going to be time to rest later. It all works itself out. But I that's part of what you guys do during the planning, and what we're making sure that we do too is don't overpack the schedule. We understand that people's bodies take some time to acclimate. We get out of sync. So everybody just take your time, do what feels right for you. If the way that you travel is different than the way that somebody else travels, that's okay, as long as we all get there.
Exactly. And here's Danny. Danny is also part of our guests of who's going to be showing up with us in Bali in October. And she's asking, how far is it from Bali? So how far is what from Bali? I just need to know.
The airport.
Oh, the airport. Okay. From the airport. It is a 3.5 hour car ride, which Lovely is the resort sets that up for a car to pick you up. And usually, because of the flights that come in, usually people come in about the same time. So that way you'll be able to share a ride with fellow guests and get to know them a little bit on that journey to the retreat center. So it is about 3.5 hours. Danny, just to let you know. What was that, Brian?
It's fun. That drive is so fun. Now,
it's so pretty.
That's the word for it, Brian.
I don't get car sick, but if you do plan accordingly, you'll be fine. But it is so visually and culturally educational, just the drive. Just
And it's you're driving through the mountains. Okay, so there is a lot little villages, little things once you get out of the city to see, and it's so interesting to see how people live and how everything is just it's amazing. It really is. You're welcome, Danny. Thank you for tuning in with us, and please share your why you showed up, Danny. Why did you say yes to yourself too? If you want to put a comment in there. I know Danny, she's going to be traveling with Tammy Cohen, and that's going to be fun for them to be roommates and travel together. And Tammy's actually going to be on my live call this coming Thursday. So if you are curious about that, subscribe to my channel so that way you can watch Tammy share about resiliency and her cancer journey. But this is amazing to have Danny here as well. And also you, Victoria, and Mike Asherbranner was on here also. He had to leave because he's at PodFest. I don't feel sad for him being at PodFest, being one of the guest speakers at PodFest. So thanks, Mike, for coming in and supporting us and being part of this experience here. And speaking of which, I want to add up to the stage, I'm going to do a little slideshow just to give people a little flavor of what this water purification ceremony will feel like if you want to participate in it. Again, all the extracurricular things that we have planned outside the retreat, they all are paid for, although you don't have to participate if you don't feel that you would like to. So this is just so special, and I just want to share this with everyone. And I hope that this slideshow works well. So I'm going to play it now. So that's the ceremony, and this is the temple. That's 3000 BCE. And that is the group. And where are you, Tony? You decided to float in the ocean that day.
You know what? That
is perfect.
Also, Tony said we don't overpack things. If you look at what people are wearing, most of those sarongs were borrowed or purchased because it's just a pleasure to buy something like that and take it home. But don't overpack your suitcase. You don't wear much there. It's so tropical, and during our exercises, you don't need much. Liberating clothes, nothing constrictive, super free moving. This is about the most clothes we had on the entire trip, I think.
Yeah, especially the sarong. Yeah,
the sarong.
Yeah, and you had to learn how to tie your sarong too. I was there.
Yeah, man, I got such a wonderful lesson. And I mean, 'cause it's very traditional and there are layers. And
yes,
I'm bringing mine back. I'm excited to have a reason. And I want to get one of the white checkered ones. I do like those.
Oh, yes. That's for the balance, right, between light and dark. I asked about what are those checkered cloths around the different deities. So, yeah, so this is our group, and I'll continue the slideshow for just a few more slides. Yeah. And really, it's about that connection with others too during our retreat. And this is the room, is this doorway that you see is a big round room that we have all of our movements and meditations and things. And then it just opens out into that beautiful courtyard, as you can see. And the ocean is right there. It's right there. This is not photoshopped.
Yeah, no.
This is real. Yeah.
And there's a pool. So there is salt water, which I love. Oh, and with the new moon, April, the bioluminescent algae is going to be so powerful with that new moon.
Yes. Yes, it is. So I have to come back here in order to move that out. But I just wanted to give people a taste, a flavor of that experience. It's so important for people to just get a taste, get an understanding of what it goes into creating such an amazing retreat. And Victoria is so excited about this experience too. And for me, it's really, as you said, Brian, witnessing people coming together and then how things transpire throughout the whole 7 days. That is the special also thing about behind the scenes, just watching. We're not there to change anybody. We're just offering guidance and some fun ways to open up. Yeah, speaking of those fun ways, Tony, what one resonated with you, or what one do you remember the most that you thought was fun and engaging?
The lion.
Oh, yeah.
We were paired up as lions, and yeah, you act like a lion and you roar and you express yourself and you maintain eye contact with your partner the entire time. And that was a very personal, real experience that I didn't expect to come out of that. It kind of makes you feel silly when you're doing it, but you look around and everybody else is doing it. And then you see somebody and maybe they look like they're doing the lion better than you. And then you try a little harder, and then unintentionally you end up participating in that event more than you really thought you were ever gonna, dig into this silly meditation, because it's not silly, it's very serious, and there's a reason that we do it. And it was this connection that I had with a total stranger. Yeah, it was
exactly. And I want to shout out to Jeanette really quick. Hey, Jeanette, thank you so much for tuning in. She was part of my Tomo tour, and Tony knows her as well. So thank you, Jeanette. It was lovely having you here today. Yeah.
I love that meditation, and it is so pointed, and it's so all the meditations, and you don't realize it, all the different segments, or and I say meditations, it's kind of an umbrella term, right? There's a lot of things that we do, okay? And we clump them into active meditation, or relaxing meditation, or transformative. But that one specifically has an embodiment component. It has something we miss as adults, playfulness, and the permission to be playful. So you're not on a stage. You're not being witnessed by the group. You're being witnessed with another individual that is there as your cheerleader, and you're there as you commit to different levels of engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's your voice. And if I remember right, that's on our oral cervical belt of tension day. Usually we incorporate that. And it activates so many different somatic points without anybody ever knowing it's actually happening.
Yes, it's so subtle, yet
and fun.
Powerful.
And
yes.
You remember it. It's like, that was really fun.
Yeah. I think the fun that I liked was the laughing.
That's a good one.
Getting people to laugh, getting the open, because we forget, like the playfulness of the lion, right? We forget to have fun. We forget to laugh. And we're talking belly laughs, tears just streaming down your face laugh. Mm-hmm. And then you look at other people and you laugh even more, right? Because it's contagious. Laughter is contagious. It is.
I think we all have that laugh that we don't want to let out. And it's just like, it's out. There it is. I laugh like Kermit the Frog. It's okay. This is my Kermit the Frog laugh, you know. That's like pure joy, like true authenticity, without fear. I adore that. It takes a little bit to get started.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why, you know, you lead that meditation, you guide us into it, and it is like, well, this is silly. Well, this is kind of fun. Oh my gosh, I can't stop. What's wrong with my stomach? I can't feel my feet. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's an embodiment experience for sure. And that's what people need to remember. This is what we're all about with this retreat. So if that's not something you're comfortable with, you know, working in groups, wanting to laugh, wanting to have some fun, maybe have some emotions show up for you. If that makes you uncomfortable, I say, come on in, right? The water's fine. Although if you're a little apprehensive or that just really shuts you down, then maybe another time. So I want to make sure that everybody understands too what we're putting into this retreat and the why. And the why is so that way people can remember themselves, remember their essence, remember the vitality of living life. And sometimes it is showing emotions, anger, crying. And that's another exercise we do is emotions and allowing to show those emotions. And that is also fun too, as we're going through it. So I don't want to say too much about it because I want people to be surprised and inspired, you know, when they show up.
Can I add to what you
Please.
said about remembering, April? So for me, remembering like who I was, remembering joy, and for what I've seen with a lot of patients I've worked with, they don't know they forgot. They don't know. And they've maintained life in a rigidity under the constraints of responsibility, daily life, local government, children, whatever. And they have no idea what they forgot, but they know something's missing. Something has been missing for a long time, and I don't know what it is. And the remembering happens, and the awareness occurs, and you watch someone transform. So it is a remembering, but it's a whole new you with joy that you once had. Would you agree?
Oh, 100% agree. And I see, Tony, you nodding too. What do you have to contribute to that? It's so true.
Yeah, I mean, just exactly what he said is what I experienced there. You know, I went on the retreat because sometimes I just like to take an adventure and say yes. And I quite honestly didn't really know or ask a lot of questions about what I was getting myself into. I heard retreat, sounds good. Bali, sounds good. Sign me up, you know? So the experience that I had going into it wasn't really, I didn't have an expectation. So to come out of it so different than when I arrived was unexpected. And it was a better me. And I've been a different version, same, but different version of who I was before, ever since. And I mean, it's with me every day. From something I didn't even know I needed.
Yes. Go ahead.
I knew.
Right. It's like, I knew. And you should have holding that inside of her the whole time.
Yes, and that's kind of how I show up too, Tony, is like, oh, yes, let's go to Bali, let's do this retreat, and you know, all behind the scenes things, getting things ready. Although when I showed up too, we also, as facilitators, there are some shifts that happen for us as well, and it's still holding that safety in that container for others, and then witnessing what's happening within ourselves too. That's the transformational work right there. And because, you know, when we say yes to ourselves or yes to something like this, that's when things already start shifting. So I'm sure if anyone else is listening, I see people watching here, any questions that you might have, or if you just want to pop on and say hi, you're more than welcome to. But this is all about us talking about the why this retreat is so transformational, because of the intention that we put into it, because of the care, the really being trauma informed practitioners, knowing to hold that safe space and that safe container, and also creating a retreat that, yes, we're going to do some breath work, we're going to have some Osho meditations, and then the next day we'll go on a waterfall tour. And then the day after that, get a little bit deeper into the breath work, the Osho meditation, some experiences as we were talking about. And then the following day, go for the water purification ceremony at sunrise, and alternating things, right? So that way we're integrating the energy. There's a lot of intention behind that. It's just not oh yeah, that sounds good, let's just, put this like this. No, it's really paying attention to what's happening with the body and the nervous system. People need to build that capacity. They need some space to integrate that. And that's why we're creating that gap, 3 hours in the middle of the day, so people can decompress. They can go swim in the ocean or take a nap or take a massage. As we're gifting a massage for each one of our guests. I mean, how lovely is that? So because I thought to myself, well, I want a massage. I'm sure everybody else would like one too. So let's just put that in there. That's the intentionality of it.
It's a full on, it's a 60-minute, and they overdo it. Oh my gosh. Their massage suite, it's a whole spa area at the end of the resort, right on the water. So you're hearing the ocean crash against the rocks right there. They bring you tea before, with a foot bath before.
Oh, yes. They soak your feet.
Thing. Yeah.
Yes.
And there's several different kinds of massages that you can get additionally, and they are not expensive. Like, they're nothing like what you spend here.
No. Tony, do you remember what type of massage you had while you were there?
I did a couple, and the most memorable thing was the body scrub.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was maybe a green tea body scrub. I'm not sure. I'm sure they're all amazing. Again, something that I didn't think that I needed, but I was like, let's try this and see how it goes. And that will be the number one thing that I sign up for when I get back.
Yes. Yes, exactly. It will.
Do you remember being green?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is green. You are green.
like the Grinch.
Yes.
You are green. Mine was turmeric, and I was bright yellow.
Yeah.
I'm still white anyway. It was like canvas, I was glowing.
But we didn't smell funny or anything. They wash it off, everything like that afterwards. You just feel so much more relaxed. I had a detoxing one. And so mine was like black, like mud.
Oh, nice.
And that was interesting too. And then showering that off, just feeling that just release was just so amazing. And I can tell Danny, she's so excited, right? She can't wait for the retreat to find some peace, she says. So wonderful.
If anybody is interested in signing up in the US, we're going to be releasing this to some friends in Australia. And so I don't expect our spots to last very long after that happens.
Oh, yes.
So I would encourage anybody thinking about it, they need to pull a trigger within the next week, I would say. Not that we're ambitious, it's just we have friends all over the place. And sometimes...
And Australia is so close, too.
So close.
Yeah. And we're actually looking at going post-retreat over to Australia, to Adelaide, and that's where these people are from. So I'm glad that you brought that up, Brian, because it's very true. That I have no doubt, because people want to bring a friend, and if that's 3 people, then that's 6 spots already,
Yeah.
and we only have 7 left. So yeah, reach out to us. Let us know if you have any questions. We do offer a payment plan too about that. Just go to livingwithintention.co/Bali for that. And you can find more information there. Thank you, Brian, for bringing that up. I always forget to promote that part. It's like I'm so excited to share about what we're doing and what people will experience. That's just part of the marketing that I need to get a little stronger at,
Oh,
without
that's okay. I'm just so
being
excited.
salesy,
Australian
right?
people. They're so vibrant. They're so beautiful. I didn't meet one person from Australia that I didn't want to have some quality of theirs. It was just, I don't know, heart on your sleeve, honest, beautiful, vibrant, grounded. So those are qualities that usually don't come together in our community. Let's be real honest. Grounded, heart on your sleeve, honest, there for the greater good. Like, that's where I want to be, and that's who I attract. And I love that community. So I can't wait to spend time with them.
Oh yeah, they are very real, just transparent people.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be great to have that mixture of cultures and culmination of different people, ethnicities.
Did we have 1 or 2
Yeah.
last time at our last retreat? Did we have 1 or 2 people from Australia?
We had 1.
1? Okay.
Yes. So, yeah. And so much more. Also, friends, any last comments or shares before we end the call today?
I love you all. Thank you. I'm so excited to be doing this with you.
Same.
Tell Xander we said hi.
What was that?
Tell Xander the kitty we said hi.
He laid down and went to sleep.
Nice.
He got overstimulated. Oh,
He just wants to come to Bali. You can't blame him.
Well, thank you both for being here with me today, and thank you everyone who tuned in, and our guests that chimed in as well, and those who will be watching in the future. We really appreciate you taking time to listen and learn more about the intentionality that we put into this retreat. And so, take some time to just slow down. If you can visualize yourself in Bali, if you can, literally, if you can visualize yourself in Bali, you're halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
You're halfway there. And so we're here for you. Reach out if you have any questions about it. We'd love to have you join us. Bring a friend, share with others if this resonates with you, or if you know somebody who loves to travel and really wants to get away and unplug and just let go of all that noise that's happening. Your presence and you being here is needed. So thank you again. And until next time, keep living with intention.